Chasing Static. Chapter 1. Signal lost. The thing about notifications is they never stop. My phone buzzes again and I swear it's mocking me. Another DM. Probably from someone in my chem class begging for my notes because they were too busy snapping filters to listen when Ms. Carter explained covalent bonds. I don't check it. Instead, I shove my phone under my pillow and stare at the ceiling, where the glow-in-the-dark stars I stuck up in middle school are peeling at the edges, just like everything else in my life. It's 11:47 p.m., and I should be asleep. Tomorrow's the first day of junior year, and Mom's already lectured me about setting a strong tone for the semester. Like I can just flip a switch and become the perfect daughter who aces AP classes, runs track, and doesn't have a mental breakdown every time someone likes my post but doesn't comment. Spoiler, I'm not that girl. I'm Mia Alvarez, the one who's been faking it since freshman year, when I realized fitting in was just a game I wasn't built to win. The group chat pings again. I cave and grab my phone, the screen's blue light searing my eyes. It's the squad, Lila, Jayden and Priya, blowing up our chat with memes about how we're all going to fail precalc. Lila's sent a gif of a raccoon falling off a dumpster with the caption "me trying to understand logarithms." I snort because yeah, that's accurate. I type back a quick RIPS and toss the phone onto my bed. Downstairs I hear the front door creak. Dad's home from his late shift at the hospital. He's been working double since the rent went up, and I can't remember the last time we ate dinner together. Mom's probably still at her desk, hunched over her laptop, chasing some deadline for her marketing job. They're both trying to keep us afloat in this stupidly expensive town, where every house looks like it belongs on an influencer's feed. Meanwhile, I'm up here, drowning in my own head. I open my laptop and scroll through my profile on Vibe, the app everyone at school's obsessed with. It's like Instagram and TikTok had a baby, but meaner. My last post, a blurry pic of the sunset over Lakeview Park, has 47 likes and 3 comments. 2 are from Priya and Jayden, hyping me up like always. The third is from @CodyW2005. Nice try, but your filter game is weakle. My stomach twists. Cody's in my grade, the kind of guy who thinks being a jerk is a personality trait. I delete the comment, but it's still there, burned into my brain. Why do I even care? Just vibe. It's just words on a screen. But every time I post, it's like I'm holding my breath, waiting for someone to decide if I'm good enough. Spoiler again, I never am. Not for Cody, not for the girls in my class who always seem to know the right thing to wear or say, and definitely not for Mom, who keeps dropping hints about how I should apply myself like my cousin Elena, who's apparently perfect because she's at Stanford on a scholarship. I slam my laptop shut and flop back onto my bed. The stars on my ceiling glow faintly, a reminder of when I was 12 and thought I could be anything, an artist, a scientist, maybe even someone who mattered. Now I'm 16, and all I've got is a half-finished sketchbook and a playlist of songs that make me feel like I'm falling apart. Somewhere along the way, I lost the signal to who I'm supposed to be. My phone buzzes again. This time it's a text from Lila. You up? Found something weird on Vibe. Call me. Hesitate. Lila's always chasing some conspiracy. Last month, she was convinced our principal was running a secret crypto scheme. But I'm too wired to sleep, and honestly, anything's better than spiraling alone. I hit call and her voice crackles through. Mia, you're not gonna believe this, she says, not even bothering with a hello. There's a Vibe account posting anonymous stuff about people at school. And I think I know who's behind it. I sit up, my heart picking up speed. What kind of tea? The kind that could ruin someone's life. Or start a war. You in? I glance at my laptop, at the ceiling stars, at the life I'm barely holding together. Maybe chasing Lila's latest obsession is a bad idea. Or maybe it's the only thing that'll keep me from disappearing into the static. Fine, I say, already regretting it. I'm in. Chasing Static. Chapter 2. Digging for noise. Lila's voice is a mix of caffeine and chaos, like she's been mainlining energy drinks since dinner. Okay, Mia, you're not gonna believe this, she says again, because apparently that's her catchphrase tonight. I can hear her pacing through the phone, her sneakers squeaking on her bedroom floor. This vibe account, it's called at Static Spill. No profile pic, no bio, just posts dropping like nuclear-level gossip about kids at Lakeview High. I'm sitting cross-legged on my bed now, my phone pressed to my ear. The glow-in-the-dark stars above me feel like they're judging me for getting sucked into this. What kind of gossip? I ask, trying to sound chill even though my curiosity's spiking. Like specific stuff, Lila says. Someone posted about Tessang Gwyn sneaking out to hook up with Ryan Patel behind the bleachers last week. And another one called out Marcus Lee for cheating on his history final. It's wild. People are freaking out in the comments, but nobody knows who's running the account. I frown, pulling my laptop onto my lap and opening Vibe. I type at Static Spill into the search bar, and sure enough, there it is. A blank profile with a string of posts that read like someone's airing out the school's dirty laundry. The top post from an hour ago says, "Guess who's been padding their college apps with fake volunteer hours? Check the drama club prez." No names, but everyone in the comments is guessing it's Sophia Carter, our overachieving drama club president who's always posting about her charity work. This is messed up, I mutter, scrolling through the posts. Why would someone do this? Because people suck, Lila offers. Or maybe they're just bored. But here's the thing, I think it's someone we know. Like someone in our grade. The posts are too detailed, Mia. They know stuff only an insider would. I chew my lip, my thumb hovering over a post about a cheerleader who apparently lied about her dad being a tech CEO. You got any guesses? Lila hesitates, which is rare for her. Maybe. But I don't want to say yet. I need you to meet me tomorrow before school. Like 7 a.m. at the coffee shop by the library. Bring your laptop. 7 in the morning. Groan. Lila, I'm barely human before 8. Too bad. This is big. Bigger than that time Jayden tried to start a cafeteria food fight and got 2 weeks of detention. You in or not? I sigh, already knowing I'm too deep to back out. Fine. But you're buying my latte. Deal, she says, and I can hear the grin in her voice. Get some sleep, Mia. We're going detective mode tomorrow. She hangs up, and I'm left staring at my screen, the at Static Spill posts glowing like warning signs. I should close my laptop, go to bed, and pretend I didn't just agree to play Nancy Drew with Lila. But instead I keep scrolling, reading every post, every comment, every accusation. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion. You know it's bad, but you can't look away. The next morning, I'm at Brood Awakening, the coffee shop that's basically Lakeview's unofficial teen hangout. It's 6:58 a.m., and I'm nursing a latte that Lila better pay me back for. The place smells like roasted beans and desperation, with kids cramming for tests or pretending to study while they scroll Vibe. I spot Lila in the corner. Her neon green hoodie impossible to miss, her curly hair spilling out of a messy bun. She's hunched over her phone, tapping furiously. You're late, she says without looking up as I slide into the booth across from her. It's literally 2 minutes past 7, I say, setting my laptop down. Chill. She finally glances up, her brown eyes sparkling with that chaotic energy I both love and fear. Okay, so I stayed up till 2 a.m. digging into it Static Spill. Check this. She spins her phone toward me, showing a screenshot of a post from last night. Someone in room 204 is hiding a secret from their bestie. Hint. It's about a crush. Room 204 is Ms. Carter's chem classroom. My classroom. My stomach drops. Wait. This could be about anyone in our period. There's like 30 of us. Exactly. Lila says, leaning forward. But I cross-referenced the post times with when certain people are usually online. Jayden's always up late gaming, so I checked his Vibe activity. Nothing weird. Priya's usually asleep by 10, so she's out. But then I thought, who's got the motive to stir up drama? I raise an eyebrow. You sound like you're auditioning for CSI. Shut up, she says, but she's grinning. Look, I think it's someone who's pissed off. Someone who feels invisible and wants to shake things up. My money's on Ellie Park. Ellie. Blink. Ellie's quiet, artsy, always sketching in her notebook during lunch. She's not exactly the burn the school down with gossip type. Why her? She's been weird lately, Lila says. Like last week at lunch, she snapped at Priya for borrowing her pencil. And I heard she got rejected from that art program she was obsessed with. Maybe she's lashing out. I lean back, sipping my latte, trying to picture Ellie as a mastermind spilling secrets online. It doesn't add up, but Lila's got that look, like she's already decided she's right. Okay, but we need proof. We can't just accuse her. Hence the detective mode, Lila says, tapping her temple. We're gonna watch her, see if she acts shady. And we're gonna check vibe for patterns. You're good with tech stuff, right? Can you trace an IP or something? I laugh, nearly choking on my coffee. Lila, I'm not a hacker. I can barely code a basic website. Tracing an IP is way above my pay grade. Fine, but you're still helping. We'll figure this out together. Deal. I nod, even though I'm not sure what I'm signing up for. The bell above the coffee shop door jingles, and I glance up to see Jayden and Priya walk in, both looking like they just rolled out of bed. Jayden's hoodie is inside out, and Priya's got her glasses perched crookedly on her nose. Yo, what's this emergency meeting? Jayden says, dropping into the booth next to Lila. I was up till 3 grinding in Apex. This better be good. Priya slides in next to me, yawning. Lila, if this is about your crypto conspiracy again. It's not, Lila cuts in. It's about at static spill. Tell him, Mia. I sigh and give them the rundown, watching their eyes widen as I mention the posts. Jayden's already pulling out his phone, scrolling through Vibe, while Priya looks skeptical, like she's waiting for the punchline. This is gonna blow up the school, Jayden says, his voice half excited, half nervous. We gotta find out who's behind it before they post something about us. Exactly, Lila says. So team, here's the plan. We watch, we listen, we dig. Mia's on tech duty, Jayden's on social vibes, Priya's on logic patrol. We meet back here tomorrow, same time. Cool. Priya adjusts her glasses, frowning. This feels like a bad idea. What if we get caught poking around? Then we're screwed, Lila says cheerfully. But that's half the fun. I look at my friends at the coffee shop buzzing around us, at the Vibe app open on my phone. Something about this feels dangerous, like we're teetering on the edge of something we can't control. But there's a spark in my chest, too. The first time in weeks I've felt anything other than static. Let's do it, I say, and for once I mean it. Chasing static. Chapter 3. Glitch in the system. By the time I get to school, my head's already spinning. The hallways are a zoo, kids shouting over each other, phones out, everyone glued to Vibe like it's the morning news. I weave through the crowd, my backpack slung over one shoulder, trying to ignore the knot in my stomach. Lila's plan sounded fun at the coffee shop, but now, standing in the middle of Lakeview High, it feels like we're playing with fire. And I'm not exactly fireproof. I spot Priya by her locker, her nose buried in a book about quantum physics or something equally brain-melting. She's the only person I know who can read about subatomic particles and still look chill doing it. Hey, I say, leaning against the locker next to hers. You survive the morning. Barely, she says, closing her book with a thud. My mom's on my case about college apps already. Like I'm not even 17 yet. Chill. She adjusts her glasses and glances at me. You look stressed. Is this about Lila's little spy game? I shrug, trying to play it cool. Maybe. What if we're wrong about Ellie? Or what if this at static spill person knows we're sniffing around? Priya raises an eyebrow. Then we stop. We're not the FBI, Mia. This is just high school drama. Yeah, but it doesn't feel like just drama, I say, lowering my voice as a group of sophomores walks by, giggling over their phones. Those posts are personal. Whoever's behind it has an agenda. Before Priya can respond, Jayden barrels toward us. His hoodie still inside out from this morning. Yo, you guys see the new at static spill post, he says, waving his phone like it's a breaking news alert. It's bad. I grab his phone and read the post. Star athletes got a secret stash in their gym locker. Wanna bet it's not protein bars? The comments are already exploding with people throwing out names. Mostly Tyler Brooks, the football team's golden boy who's been dodging rumors about vaping since freshman year. That's bold, Priya says, peering over my shoulder. If this is about Tyler, he's gonna lose it. He's got college scouts watching him. Exactly, Jayden says, his eyes wide. This account's not playing. We gotta figure out who it is before they drop something about one of us. I hand his phone back, my mind racing. Lila still thinks it's Ellie. Jayden nods. She's obsessed. She's been stalking Ellie's vibe all morning, looking for clues. Speaking of, where is she? As if on cue, Lila appears at the end of the hall. Her green hoodie a beacon in the sea of backpacks and Letterman jackets. She's got her phone out, her fingers flying across the screen. Mia. Guys! She calls, dodging a kid carrying a science project that looks like a baking soda volcano. We got a lead. We huddle by Priya's locker like we're planning a heist. Lila's practically vibrating with excitement. Okay, so I was in the library during zero period, and I saw Ellie on one of the computers. She was typing super fast, and when I walked by, she slammed the laptop shut like she was hiding something. That's not exactly proof, Priya says, crossing her arms. Maybe she was just doing homework. At 7:30 a.m. Lila scoffs. Nobody's that dedicated. Plus, I checked her vibe. She hasn't posted since last week, but she's been liking a ton of Static Spill's posts. Suspicious, right? I frown, trying to piece it together. Maybe. But we need more than that. Like, actual evidence. Lila rolls her eyes. Fine, Miss Cautious. That's why we're gonna tail her at lunch. She always sits alone by the art room. We'll watch, see if she's on her phone or acting weird. This is a terrible idea, Priya mutters, but she doesn't walk away, which means she's in, whether she admits it or not. Jayden grins. I'm down. It's like we're in a movie. Spy vibes, you know. I don't know whether to laugh or groan. If we get caught, I'm blaming you, Lila. Deal, she says, unfazed. Now let's get to class before we're late. We'll regroup at lunch. Lunch is chaos as usual. The cafeteria smells like overcooked pizza and regret, and the noise level is enough to make my head throb. I grab a tray of questionable chicken nuggets and follow Lila, Jayden, and Priya to a table near the windows. From here, we've got a clear view of the hallway leading to the art room, where Ellie's camped out with her sketchbook. She's just drawing, Priya whispers, picking at her salad. This feels creepy. Shoo, Lila hisses, her eyes locked on Ellie. Look, she's checking her phone. I squint, trying to make out what Ellie's doing. She's got her phone propped against her water bottle, her thumb scrolling slowly. It doesn't look suspicious, just a girl eating lunch and messing around on her phone. But then she glances around like she's making sure nobody's watching, and types something quickly before shoving her phone into her pocket. Okay, that was kinda shady, I admit, my heart picking up speed. But it still doesn't prove anything. Lila's about to argue when a commotion erupts near the cafeteria doors. Tyler Brooks is storming in, his face red. His football buddies trailing behind him. He's holding his phone like he wants to crush it. Who posted that crap? He yells, loud enough to make half the cafeteria go quiet. Whoever's running Static Spill, you're done. Kids start whispering, pulling out their phones to check vibe. I glance at Lila, who's grinning like she just won the lottery. Told you, she says. This is getting good. Priya shakes her head. This is getting dangerous. If Tyler finds out who's behind it, they're toast. Jayden leans forward, his voice low. What if it's not Ellie? What if it's someone else, like someone we'd never suspect? Like who? I ask, my mind spinning through names. Cody, the jerk who commented on my post. Sophia, the drama club president with too many secrets. Or someone totally off our radar. Before anyone can answer, my phone buzzes. It's a vibe notification. A new Static Spill post. I open it and my breath catches. Someone's been lying to their best friend about where they were last Friday night. Hint. They weren't at the library studying. I look up and my eyes meet Lila's. Her face goes pale. Mia, she says, her voice barely a whisper. Last Friday. That was the night I told you I was studying. The cafeteria noise fades to a hum, and all I can hear is the thud of my own heartbeat. Lila's my best friend. She wouldn't lie to me. Would she? Chasing static. Chapter 4. Cracks in the code. The rest of lunch passes in a blur, like I'm stuck in a glitchy live stream where everyone's moving but I'm frozen. Lila's staring at her tray, picking at her fries, avoiding my eyes. Jayden's still scrolling through Vibe, muttering about how its static spill's blowing up, and Priya's giving me this look like she's trying to telepathically tell me to chill. But I can't. That post about someone lying to their best friend last Friday. It's like a neon sign pointing straight at Lila. And the worst part. I can't tell if I'm mad or just scared of what it means. Okay, we need to talk, I say finally, my voice sharper than I meant. The cafeteria's still buzzing with Tyler's outburst, kids whispering and sneaking glances at him as he storms out with his crew. But I'm focused on Lila now, her silence louder than the chaos around us. She looks up, her brown eyes wide. Mia, it's not what you think. Then what is it? Ask, leaning forward. You said you were studying at the library last Friday. Were you? Lila hesitates, and that split-second pause feels like a punch. I was at the library for a bit, she says, her voice shaky. But then I left. I didn't lie, I just didn't tell you everything. Jayden stops scrolling and looks between us, his eyebrows shooting up. Whoa, drama in the squad. What's going on? Nothing, Lila snaps, then softens when she sees my face. Mia, I swear it's not a big deal. I just needed some space that night, okay? I wasn't doing anything shady. Then why didn't you just tell me? Ask, my throat tight. Lila's been my best friend since 6th grade, when we bonded over hating the same gym teacher. She's the one who knows I secretly listened to cheesy pop ballads, the one who stayed up with me all night when my dog died last year. If she's hiding something, it's not just a lie. It's a crack in everything I thought we were. I didn't want to drag you into it, Lila says, twisting a curl around her finger. It's personal. Family stuff. Can we drop it? Priya clears her throat, her voice calm but firm. Guys, maybe we should focus on its static spill. This is exactly what they want. Us turning on each other. She's right, Jayden says, shoving his phone in his pocket. That post could be about anyone. Half the school was probably lying about where they were last Friday. Let's not implode over it. I nod, but the knot in my stomach doesn't loosen. Lila's looking at me like she's scared I'm going to walk away, and I hate how much I want to. Instead, I force a smile. Fine. Let's just keep digging. But Lila, no more secrets, okay? Okay, she says, but her voice is small, like she's not sure she means it. The rest of the day is a slog. In chem, Ms. Carter drones on about molecular orbitals, but I'm too distracted to take notes. Cody's in the back, snickering with his friends, probably live tweeting his latest dumb comment on Vibe. I keep sneaking glances at Ellie, who's sitting 2 rows over, sketching in her notebook like nothing's wrong. If she's at static spill, she's doing a great job acting normal. Too normal, maybe. After school, we meet up in the library, tucked into a corner study room that smells like old books and desperation. Lila's got her laptop open, pulling up at Static Spill's latest posts. Okay, she says, all business now, like our lunch fight never happened. There's a pattern. The posts always drop during school hours or late at night, never in the middle of the day. And they're always about specific people or places at Lakeview. So, it's definitely someone here, Jayden says, leaning back in his chair. But how are they getting all this dirt? It's like they've got eyes everywhere. Maybe they do, Priya says, adjusting her glasses. What if it's not one person? What if it's a group? I hadn't thought of that, and the idea sends a chill down my spine. Like a secret club. That's creepy. Or genius, Lila says, her eyes lighting up. Think about it. Multiple people feeding info, one person posting. It'd be harder to track. I open my laptop, pulling up Vibe's backend settings. I'm not a hacker, but I know a little about how apps work from messing around with my art portfolio site last summer. If we could figure out when the account was created, it might give us a clue. Like, if it started right after Ellie got rejected from that art program, it'd point to her. Lila nods, typing furiously. Good call. I'm checking the account's activity history now. While she digs, I glance at Priya, who's been quiet. You okay? Yes. She shrugs, her eyes on her phone. Just thinking. Whoever's doing this, they're not just spilling secrets, they're picking targets. Like Tyler's post could tank his football scholarship. And that one about Sophia's volunteer hours. She's applying to Ivy Leagues. This isn't random. Jayden whistles. Damn, Priya, you're going all Sherlock on us. She rolls her eyes but doesn't smile. I'm just saying we need to be careful. If we keep poking around, we might end up on their list. Before I can respond, Lila gasps. Got something. The @StaticSpill account was created 2 weeks ago, right after the back-to-school assembly. And check this. The first post was about Mr. Dawson, the math teacher, and his late-night coffee runs with Ms. Patel from the English department. I lean over to look at her screen. The post is vague but juicy, hinting at something more than coffee. Okay, that's bold. But it doesn't scream Ellie. She's not exactly the type to care about teacher gossip. Maybe it's a cover, Lila says. Throw us off by starting with adults. I'm telling you, she's got motive. That art program rejection hit her hard. I'm not convinced, but I don't argue. Instead, I pull up my own Vibe feed, scrolling through Ellie's likes and follows. Nothing stands out, just some artsy photos and a few comments on her friends' posts. But then I notice something weird. She's following an account called @Lakeview Echo, one I've never seen before. It's private, with no posts visible, but the bio says, "What you don't see is what matters." Guys, I say, turning my laptop toward them. Check this out. Ellie's following this account. It's super sketchy. Lila's eyes light up. That's it. That's gotta be connected. Maybe it's a dummy account for @StaticSpill. Priya frowns. Or maybe it's just some random art thing. We can't jump to conclusions. Only one way to find out, Jayden says, cracking his knuckles like he's about to hack the Pentagon. We follow it. See if they accept. I hesitate, my finger hovering over the follow button. Something about this feels like crossing a line, like we're not just chasing a mystery anymore. We're stepping into someone else's game. But the spark in my chest, the one that's been flickering since Lila dragged me into this, is burning brighter now. Hit follow. Seconds later, my phone buzzes. A new @StaticSpill post. Curious about secrets. Careful what you chase. Some truths bite back. The room goes quiet. Lila's staring at my phone, her face pale. Jayden lets out a low whistle. Priya's right, we're not just playing with fire anymore. We're standing in the middle of it. Chasing static. Chapter 5. Echoes in the dark. The library study room feels smaller now, like the walls are closing in. That @StaticSpill post. Curious about secrets. Careful what you chase. Some truths bite back, is still glowing on my phone screen, and it's like it's staring right at me. Lila's frozen, her laptop open but forgotten. Jayden's trying to play it cool, but his legs bouncing under the table. Priya's the only one who looks calm, but I can tell she's freaking out by the way she's twisting her glasses in her hands. Okay, that's creepy, Jayden says, breaking the silence. It's like they knew we followed @Lakeview Echo. Are they watching us? Don't be paranoid, Priya says, but her voice wavers. It's probably just a coincidence. They're posting vague stuff to mess with everyone. Coincidence. Lila snaps, finally coming back to life. That post dropped seconds after Mia followed that account. They're on to us. I swallow hard, my thumb hovering over the @Lakeview Echo profile. Still private, still no posts visible, and no notification saying they accepted my follow request. Maybe we should back off, I say, my voice quieter than I mean it to be. This is getting too real. Lila spins toward me, her eyes blazing. Back off. Mia, we're so close. That account's gotta be connected to at static spill. We just need to keep pushing. Pushing for what? I shoot back, the words spilling out before I can stop them. To get ourselves in trouble. Or to find out you're hiding something else. The second part slips out, and I regret it instantly. Lila flinches like I slapped her. Jayden raises his hands. Whoa, time out. Can we not do this right now? No, let's do it, Lila says, her voice sharp. You wanna talk about secrets, Mia? Fine. Last Friday, I wasn't at the library the whole time because I was meeting my dad. He's been texting me wanting to reconnect, and I didn't tell you because I didn't want to deal with the questions. Happy now. The air feels heavy, like someone sucked all the oxygen out of the room. Lila's dad left when we were in middle school, and she never talks about him. I didn't even know he was back in the picture. Why didn't you just say that? Ask softer now. I wouldn't have judged you. Because it's embarrassing, she says, looking away. He's a mess, Mia. Always has been. I didn't want you or anyone, knowing I'm still dealing with his crap. Priya reaches out, touching Lila's arm. It's okay. You don't have to go through that alone. Lila shrugs her off, but her shoulders relax a little. Whatever. Can we focus on at static spill now? Because I'm not letting some anonymous troll scare us off. I nod, even though my gut's screaming at me to run the other way. Okay. But we need a plan that doesn't involve us getting doxxed or worse. Jayden grins, trying to lighten the mood. How about we hack the school's Wi-Fi and track their IP? I saw it in a movie once. Priya rolls her eyes. That's not how it works. But, she pauses, her brain clearly working overtime. We could try to bait them. Like post something fake on Vibe, see if it's static spill bites. If they do, it might narrow down who's got access to what. That's actually smart, I say, surprised. Priya's usually the one telling us to stop, but now she's all in. What kind of bait? Something juicy but harmless, she says. Like we could post about a fake party at the lake this weekend, say it's invite-ly. If at static spill mentions it, we'll know they're monitoring our group's activity. Lila's eyes light up. I love it. Mia, you're the artsy one. Make a dope invite graphic, post it on your Vibe with some cryptic caption. We'll see who takes the bait. Hesitate. My Vibe's already a minefield of Cody's dumb comments and my own insecurities. Posting something fake feels like painting a target on my back. But the spark in my chest, the one that's been flickering since this whole thing started, is still there, pushing me forward. Fine, I say. But if this blows up in our faces, I'm blaming you all. That night, I'm in my room, hunched over my laptop, messing around in Canva to make the fake party invite. It's got a neon aesthetic, pink and purple gradients, bold text that says Lakeview Nights. Exclusive bash at the lake, Saturday 8 p.m. I add some vague details about special guests and VIP vibes to make it sound legit, then post it on Vibe with a caption. Only the real ones get the invite. You in. Hashtag Lakeview Nights. Within minutes, the likes start rolling in. Priya and Jayden comment with fire emojis to sell it. And Lila DMs me. Nailed it. Now we wait. I try to focus on my chem homework, but my phone keeps buzzing with notifications. A few kids from school DM me, asking for details, and I dodge them with vague replies like check your inbox soon. My stomach's in knots, but there's a thrill in it too. Like I'm finally doing something instead of just scrolling through life. By 10 p.m., at static spill hasn't posted anything about the party, and I'm starting to think Priya's plan flopped. Then my phone buzzes with a new notification. It's from at Lakeview Echo, and my heart stops. They accepted my follow request. I open their profile and there's a single post uploaded 2 minutes ago. A grainy photo of the lake at night, with text overlaid in glitchy white font. Not everyone's invited to the party. Some secrets stay in the dark. I screenshot it and send it to the group chat. Lila replies instantly. Holy crap. That's them. We got them. Jayden, yo, this is wild. What do we do now? Priya, we don't do anything yet. We need to see if at static spill posts about the party. If they do, we know at Lakeview Echo's connected. I'm about to reply when another notification pops up. It's a DM from at Lakeview Echo, sent directly to me. Nice try, Mia. But you're playing a dangerous game. My hands go cold. They know my name. They know I'm behind the fake post. I drop my phone like it's burning, my heart hammering so loud I can barely think. The glow-in-the-dark stars on my ceiling feel like they're watching me, mocking me for thinking I could outsmart whoever's pulling the strings. I grab my phone again and call Lila. They know it's me, I say as soon as she picks up. At Lakeview Echo just DM'd me. They called me out by name. Lila's quiet for a second, which is never a good sign. Okay, don't panic, she says, but her voice is shaky. We're in this together, right? Meet me at the coffee shop tomorrow morning. We'll figure out our next move. I hang up, but I can't shake the feeling that we're not just chasing a secret anymore. We're being hunted. Chasing static. Chapter 10. Signal found. The coffee shop's packed the next morning, the air thick with the smell of espresso and nervous energy. I'm at our usual booth, my hands wrapped around a latte I haven't touched, staring at my phone like it's a bomb about to go off. That DM from at Lakeview Echo. Nice try, Mia. But you're playing a dangerous game has been looping in my head all night. Lila's across from me, her green hoodie swapped for a black one, like she's trying to channel some spy movie aesthetic. Jayden's next to her, scrolling Vibe, and Priya's late, which isn't like her. They know my name, I say for the third time, my voice low. How do they know it's me? Lila leans forward, her eyes intense. We're close, Mia. That's why they're freaking out. We just need to push a little harder. Push how? I snap louder than I mean to. A few kids at the next table glance over, and I lower my voice. We baited them with the fake party, and now they're targeting me. What's next? They post my search history. Jayden snorts, but his face is tight. Okay, but real talk. At Lakeview Echo accepting your follow and maying you? That's a power move. They're scared. Or they're toying with us, I say, my stomach twisting. What if it's not Ellie? What if it's someone we haven't even thought of? Priya slides into the booth, out of breath, her glasses fogged up from the morning chill. Sorry, my mom was grilling me about SAT prep. What did I miss? Lila fills her in, and Priya's frown deepens. This is bad. We need to stop. If they're calling out Mia by name, they could do worse. No way, Lila says, slamming her hand on the table. We're not backing down now. I've got a plan. Groan. Your last plan got us here, Lila. She ignores me, pulling out her phone. I DM'd at Lakeview Echo last night from a burner account. Said I had dirt on someone big and wanted to meet. They replied. My jaw drops. You did what? They told me to come to the art room after school today, Lila says, her voice steady but her hands shaking. Alone? No, Priya says flatly. That's how people die in horror movies. Jayden leans forward, eyes wide. Or it's how we catch them. We all go but we stay out of sight. Mia, you're good with tech. Can you record it or something? Hesitate. My phone's camera isn't exactly Hollywood quality, but I could live stream to our group chat. Maybe. But if we get caught, we won't, Lila cuts in. This ends today. The art room smells like paint and clay, the kind of place that feels frozen in time. It's after hours, and the school's eerily quiet, the hallways dim. Lila's inside, sitting on a stool by the easels, pretending to scroll her phone. I'm crouched behind a supply closet door with Jayden and Priya, my phone propped against a shelf, streaming to our group chat. My heart's pounding so hard I'm sure someone can hear it. The door creaks open and I hold my breath. It's Ellie. She's got her sketchbook under her arm, her dark hair pulled into a messy bun. She looks nervous, glancing around like she's expecting a trap. Which, well, she's not wrong. Lila, Ellie says, her voice soft but sharp. You're the one who DM'd me. Lila stands, crossing her arms. Yeah. You're at Lakeview Echo, right? And at Static Spill. Ellie's eyes widen, and for a second I think she's going to bolt. But then she laughs, a bitter sound that doesn't match her usual quiet vibe. You think I'm behind that? You're way off. Then why'd you show up? Lila presses, stepping closer. Why'd you DM Mia from at Lakeview Echo? Ellie's face hardens. I didn't. I'm not at Lakeview Echo. I followed it because I thought it was cool, okay? It's some aesthetic account, or at least I thought it was. But then I saw the at Static Spill posts, and I figured someone was using both to mess with people. I glance at Priya, who's watching the stream on her phone, her brow furrowed. She's telling the truth, Priya whispers. Or she's a really good liar. Then who is it? Lila demands, her voice echoing in the empty room. Because someone's out here spilling everyone's secrets, and it's ruining lives. Ellie hesitates, then pulls out her phone. I don't know for sure, but I saw something weird in the art club group chat last week. Cody was bragging about stirring things up on Vibe. I didn't think much of it. He's always talking crap. But then the at Static Spill posts started. Cody! I whisper, my stomach dropping. Cody, the guy who's been trolling my posts since forever. It makes sense. He's got the ego, the grudge, and the tech skills to pull it off. I nudge Jayden. He's in your comp sci class, right? Does he know how to spoof accounts? Jayden nods slowly. Yeah. He's always messing with code. Built a bot last year that spammed the class GroupMe with memes. Lila's still grilling Ellie, but I'm already pulling up Vibe on my phone, scrolling to Cody's profile. His last post is a cryptic big things coming. Stay tuned. My blood runs cold. I step out from behind the closet, ignoring Priya's hissed Mia. What are you doing? Lila, it's Cody, I say, holding up my phone. He's been playing us this whole time. Ellie turns, startled, but doesn't run. Lila's jaw drops. Cody. That jerk from Chem. Before I can answer, the art room door swings open again. It's Cody, leaning against the frame, a smirk on his face. Nice detective work, Alvarez. Took you long enough. The air feels electric, like we're all plugged into the same bad circuit. Cody steps inside, his phone in hand. Yeah, I'm at Static Spill. And at Lakeview Echo. Gotta admit, you almost had me with that fake party stunt. But you're not as smart as you think. Why? I ask, my voice shaking with anger. Why do all this? He shrugs like it's no big deal. Because I'm sick of this place. Everyone acting perfect, hiding their crap behind filters and fake smiles. I just gave them a taste of their own medicine. You almost cost Tyler his scholarship, Lila snaps. And Sophia's college apps are trashed because of you. Cody's smirk falters, but only for a second. Not my problem. They shouldn't have secrets if they can't handle them coming out. Priya steps forward, her voice calm but cutting. You're not Mertonian. You hurt people. That's not a game, it's cruel. Cody, stop, I say, stepping between him and Lila. This ends now. We're telling the principal. His eyes narrow. You've got no proof. We've got enough, Lila says, holding up her phone, where the live stream's still running. And I'm pretty sure the school's IT guy can trace your accounts. Cody's face pales, and for the first time he looks unsure. You wouldn't. Try us, I say, my voice steadier now. Get out, Cody. Or we post this video on Vibe. He stares at us, then laughs, but it's hollow. Fine. Whatever. This school sucks anyway. He turns and walks out, slamming the door behind him. The room is silent for a moment. Then Ellie speaks, her voice quiet. I'm sorry I didn't say anything sooner. I wasn't sure it was him. It's okay, I say, and I mean it. We got him. Lila grabs my hand, squeezing it. We're good, right? I look at her, the crack in our friendship still raw but healing. Yeah, I say. We're good. Epilogue. Clear signal. 3 months later, the glow-in-the-dark stars are gone from my ceiling. I peeled them off one night when I couldn't sleep, my fingers itching to erase the kid I used to be. The room feels bigger now, less like a cage. I'm sitting at my desk, sketching in my notebook. Not for Vibe, not for anyone, just for me. The lines are messy, but they're mine. Cody's gone. Not expelled, but he transferred schools after the principal got wind of its static spill. Nobody knows we turned him in, but the rumors still swirl. Vibes quieter now, less like a battlefield. I don't post as much anymore. When I do, it's real. Sketches, bad selfies, moments that don't need a filter. The likes are fewer, but the comments feel warmer. Or maybe I just care less. Lila and I are back to normal, mostly. She's been talking to her dad again, and I'm learning to listen without pushing. Jayden's still obsessed with gaming, but he's teaching me how to play Apex, and I'm terrible, but it's fun. Priya's tutoring us for precalc, and I might actually pass this semester. Ellie's in our lunch group now, her sketchbook always open, her quiet humor sneaking out when we least expect it. I still check Vibe sometimes, but it's not a reflex anymore. I deleted the @Lakeview Echo follow, but not before screenshotting that creepy lake photo. It's pinned to my corkboard, a reminder that secrets don't stay buried, but neither does the truth. Mom and Dad are trying harder to be around, and we've had a few dinners together, awkward but real. I told them about the stars, how I didn't need them anymore. Mom cried a little, but Dad just hugged me. Think they get it. My phone buzzes, a text from Lila. Coffee shop tomorrow? Gotta plan the spring dance. I smile, typing back, only if you're buying. She sends a laughing emoji, and I set my phone down, picking up my pencil again. The static's gone. For the first time in forever, I can hear myself think.